I had a small tear in my intestine. I was sitting here eating dinner, and 5 minutes later, all of a sudden, I was bent over in pain.
It is a disorder in which the skull is too small for the brain.
Stage 4 breast cancer that's metastasized into my lungs.
I have Crohn's disease. I was diagnosed with it when I was 18.
What I have is Arnold-Chiari malformation.
Diagnosed with breast cancer first time at the age of 31.
When I lost my job, I lost everything. I lost my health insurance.
My illness is terminal and would have preferred a local community hospital so that it'd be easier on me in the end. I was unable to do that, so I'm traveling 47 miles to get coverage at another facility through my insurance.
15 companies would not insure her. It's not like we're not willing to pay for the insurance. We're not allowed to have it because she has Crohn's. They don't want us.
Healthcare is an issue that is personal to everybody. My constituents have stories. I have my own personal story as a mom, as a grandmother, as a daughter. And I think that we just have to get this taken care of. This affects everybody.
When you're terminal, you should be focusing on what you've got left and how to do your best to fight to get more time. And you can't do that because you're fighting your insurance.
Growing up, I don't really remember going to the doctor a lot. And as I got older, I realized that we didn't really have health care. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and after that, she had that so-called pre-existing illness. And they weren't able to really ever get health care again. And she spent most of her adult life just hoping that someday she'd have health care. She spent all of her time just fighting the bills instead of the illness.
I sat here in pain for, what, an hour and a half?
Hour and a half.
Before I said take me, because I didn't want to go because I didn't want the cost of it. Because I knew that it's going to be expensive.
That bill for her 4 days in the hospital at $19,407. We had it 2 years ago, and we just had it in September. And there's a very good likelihood that we'll have it again in a couple of years. It is a tremendous financial burden that we have to take on because we're not allowed to have health insurance to cover that.
The biggest problems in the healthcare system are the skyrocketing costs, the denial of care because of a pre-existing illness, our seniors and the amount of money they have to pay for their prescription drugs.
I did look into getting insurance on my own shortly after I lost my job. And I filled out the ungodly amount of forms, and I got a nice little quaint letter back in the mail about a week later saying that I had too many pre-existing conditions, that there was no way that they could cover me, but thank you for applying anyway.
I've been working on healthcare for many years. You know, I didn't wake up on August 1st and decide to start talking about healthcare. I started in the state Senate. I knew that I didn't want people to live a life like my mom did.
She knows exactly what we're going through. And so she's very adamant about getting this done and getting it for the people.
It's nice to be on the same page with somebody that is in the position to help us make a change.
There's a crisis out there, and if we do nothing, it's only going to get worse.
There is a healthcare crisis, and I'm proof.
I'm dying, and I need help so that I don't leave my family full of debt. The system failed me when I really needed it.
People just want peace and security and stability. I really believe that this bill is going to help us move in the direction of affordable, accessible, and quality health care.